Good morning, everyone. Melinda here. So today's yoga class is all about the new moon. So today is the new moon. And it's a really great time to set your intentions for the next cycle. And it's really nice to kind of have this gentle reminder of going back and looking at our previous intentions, where we want to go, where we want to be, and then circling back around and saying, is this still it, or is it time to refresh? And just a little bit of introspection. So let's come to a comfortable seat just for a few moments of meditation. And if you would like some props today, you may want a couple blocks, one at the front, one at the back of your mat. And a strap nearby. We may get to that pose, but not 100%. But I would like to get into Gomukasana at the end. So if you have something you would like to use, please grab that now. All right, so let's get started. So come to a comfortable seat just for a few moments, centering before we begin our practice today. Let's take a few deep cleansing breaths, just letting all this wonderful air, oxygen, fill your lungs. And exhale, side out. And take a few rounds, just letting the air awaken your body, awaken your soul, your emotions, just getting ready for the day. And one more. And then if it feels comfortable, draw your eyes to a close or down to your mat. And just let your breath be natural, sitting with a long, tall spine. The crown of your head was extending up towards the ceiling. And just do a little check-in with your body, noticing how it feels this morning. Check in with your energy level. Just observing, is it high, is it low today? Checking in with your emotions. Any thoughts or feelings you may be hanging on to. And then check in with your mind. How are you feeling in your mind? Can you become the observer of your thoughts, observer of the feelings in your body, without judgment, just noticing? I invite you for your practice today, really to take into this next cycle of the moon something you would like to manifest in your life. It can be small or as big as you want to dream. Where do you want to go? Maybe, it's as simple as taking some time for yourself. Draw this into your mind. Envision what it would look like. And now notice whatever this is, how it would make you feel. Draw this idea of the feeling of manifesting whatever it is you want. Envision it in your heart center, so right here, very middle of your chest. Draw that feeling in. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out, sending it out into the universe. Imagine it coming out of your heart center, into the world, into the universe to manifest whatever it is that you are seeking. Gently blink your eyes open, drawing in the light. Let's make our way into child's pose. Knees wide, big toes to touch. If that's not comfortable, knees can come together. Extend your arms out in front of you. forehead to the mat. Take a couple breaths here, just settling in. Begin to extend your fingertips long. Let your elbows lift off the mat. Really stretch through your underarms, the sides of your chest. Inhale, lift your gaze slightly. Just walk your hands over to the left. Sink your hips to the right, and lower back down. Stretching through the right side body. Inhale, gently crawl yourself back through center. Fingertips over to the right this time. Sink hips to the left and lower down. Really nice stretch. Inhale, come back through center. Once again, tenting your fingertips long. And then come on up to tabletop. Knees under your hips. And let's begin to move through our cat-cows. Lower your belly, lift your gaze, broaden through your chest. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Really press the center of your back towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower. Press your heart forward. Exhale, round. Press your hands down. Take 2 more rounds at your own pace. You can add any extra movements you might like here. Beginning to cultivate your Ujjayi breath, victorious breath. Come back to center as you finish your 2 rounds. You're going to walk your hands to the corners of your mat, send your hips high, melt your chest towards the mat, forehead to the ground or chin. Really opening up this time. Puppy pose is one of my favorite poses, especially if I've been at the computer all day. Get up and take a nice stretch. It feels so good. Inhale, press yourself back up. Tuck your toes, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Starting with a nice deep bend in the knees. Press your fingertips to the mat, sits bones go high. Really long through your underarms. Spine is long. Then just begin to pedal it out, pressing one heel towards the mat, holding for a breath. And switching it out, pressing the other heel, deep bend in one knee. And take that a couple times, nice and slow with your breath. Come back to center as you're ready. Press both heels into the mat. Inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, lower them back down. Bend through both knees, gaze forward, and take a little stroll to the top of your mat, arriving in Uttanasana. You can grab for opposite elbows. Just keep a nice deep bend in the knees, or maybe you just let your palms rest gently on the mat. About sending your hips high, hinging from your hip creases. Flip your palms up and let them just lay the backs of your hands on the ground, coming back to your intention. Flip your palms back down. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, high mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the fingertips, inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hands through heart center, take it all the way back down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, make your way back to a high plank. Hold for a breath. We're going to take it nice and easy today. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Come down onto your belly, untuck your toes, walk them long. Inhale up to cobra and hold for breath. Nice low cobra to start. Press your heart forward, hip points into the ground. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way back down. Tuck your toes, press into tabletop. Come all the way back up, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, bend both knees. And exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Forward fold as you arrive. Inhale, ground down, rise all the way up, high mountain. Stay in your high mountain, and let's take a little crescent. So you can extend your index fingers, interlace the rest of your fingers. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crescent over to the right. Press down through your left foot. Really long in your side body. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, crescent over to the left. Inhale, center, arch your back. Exhale, release your hands down, hands to heart center. Now we're going to flow through some moon salutations. So I'm going to walk you through these. It'll be a little bit different, but we'll take it nice and slow for the first round, and then we'll do a second round just a little bit faster. So let's come to Tadasana. Moon salutation is nice and gentle, and it makes a circular pattern, and you'll see as we move through how that looks. Fingertips long, ground down through your feet. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release. Step your left foot back. We're going to come to goddess, so toes out. Knees pointed over toes. Sink your hips low. Draw your arms up to cactus arms. Inhale, straighten both legs. Arms come out to a T. Five-pointed star. Spin your left toes forward, your right toes forward. Begin to shift your hips all the way back. Lean forward and exhale, lower down, triangle pose. And if you have a block and want to use it, this is a great spot. This is our first triangle, so it can be a little more upright. Think about twisting your torso up to the sky. Left fingertips long. Nice stretch in the side body. Exhale, begin to lower your left fingertips facing over your front leg, and you have a little bend in your front knee. Draw your right hip back. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lower down, pyramid. Tadasana. And if you have your block, that could help you here, although we only have one. You might need the other one at the back of the mat. Inhale, look up, bend through your front knee. Draw your right hand to the inside of your right foot. You can place your hand on a block and extend your left fingertips up, coming to side angle pose. We'll just take regular side angle today, not extended. Spin your heart towards the sky. Exhale, lower your left fingertips down. Crawl yourself to center, parallel your feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold all the way down. Tadasana. Inhale, come up, fingertips under shoulders. Spin your toes to the back of the mat. And begin to crawl yourself over to the left. Side angle. Plant your left palm, right hand lifts. Draw your gaze down, begin to straighten through your front leg. Again, if you need that block, it's there for you. Triangle pose. You can come up onto your shin if that feels better for you. Inhale, rise all the way up. Five-pointed star. Heels come in, toes out. Exhale, goddess squat. Straighten both legs, step up to the top of your mat. Tadasana. We're going to take that same series, still gently but a little bit faster. Step your left foot back, goddess pose. Hold for breath. Inhale, straighten both legs, arms come out to a T, 5-pointed star. Toes spin to the right, shift your hips back, lower down, triangle pose. Bend through your front knee, fingertips lower, side angle. Crawl yourself around to the side of your mat. Feet come parallel, lift your heart. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come on up halfway. Toes spin to the back of the mat. Left hand inside left foot. Right arm comes high, side angle. Inhale, straighten through your left leg. Spin your heart, triangle pose. Inhale, rise all the way up. Heels come in, toes out. Goddess squat. Inhale, straighten both legs, arms come out to the side. 5-pointed star. And exhale, hands come to heart center. I'm going to take that one more time. Step your left foot back. Goddess squat. Moving with your breath this time. Straighten both legs, 5-pointed star. Spin your toes to the front of your mat. Shift your hips back, lower down, triangle pose. Bend through your front knee, side angle. Left fingertips lower, spin to the side of your mat, feet parallel. Exhale, Prasarita. Come on up halfway, toes spin to the back of the mat. Side angle, left side. Straighten your front leg, triangle pose. Inhale, come on up, 5-pointed star, toes out, heels in. Exhale, goddess squat. Inhale, step on up to the top of the mat, hands at heart center. I'm going to take a modified variation of that same sequence. Coming to tree pose, so ground down through your right foot, left foot comes to the inside of your right thigh. Find your balance, draw your right hip in, hands at heart center. Engage Mula Bandha, pelvic floor. Find your balance and then extend your arms up as you're ready. Exhale, hands come back to heart center. Begin to step your left foot back, coming to warrior two. Nice and slow. Pausing for a moment. Take your hands to your thighs. That feels good. Arms come out to the side. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Shift forward, exhale, triangle pose. Bending through your front knee, side angle. Exhale, left fingertips lower, spin to the side of the mat. Feet parallel. Exhale, lower down, Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, come up halfway, feet spin to the back of the mat, side angle pose. Straighten through your front leg, triangle pose. Inhale, rise, warrior two. We're going to mix it up a little bit, making our way into Ardha Chandrasana, balancing half moon. Right hand comes to hip. You can hop your left or right foot up slightly. Use your block if you need it. There at the back of the mat. Gently begin to tip forward, grounding down through your left foot. Right foot lifts, spinning your right hip open. You can stay here. You can begin to extend your chest, spinning it to the right. Right fingertips come straight up. Flex through your lifted foot. Ground down through your standing leg. A little bend in your standing leg. Lower your gaze. Right hand comes to hip. Step back. Warrior two. Straighten through your front leg. Shift forward, triangle pose. Bend through your front left knee, side angle. Lower your right fingertips, spin yourself to the side. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway, toes spin to the front of your mat. Side angle, right knee bends. Straighten through your right leg. Triangle pose. Inhale, rise, warrior two. Hands come to heart center. We're going to step all the way up into tree pose. Coming back to where we started. Exhale, release, Tadasana. Let's take this one more time. Starting with tree on the other side. Rounding down through your left foot, right foot comes up. Find your balance. Left hip pulls in, engage Mula Bandha. Fingertips come up. Find your drishti. Exhale, hands to heart center. Stepping your right foot slowly back. Warrior two. Find your alignment. Take your moment to set up. Straighten through your front leg. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower down, triangle pose. Bend through your left knee, side angle. Lower your right fingertips down, spin all 10 toes to the side of your mat. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway, spin your toes to the back of your mat. Right fingertips inside of right foot, left arm extends, side angle. Straighten through your front leg, triangle pose. Inhale, rise, warrior two. Left hand to hip. Step your left foot up a little bit. Grab your block if you need it. Begin to lift up, Ardha Chandrasana, balancing half moon. I like to rotate my hip first, flex through my left foot. And then as I'm steady, begin to roll my chest towards the side wall. Left fingertips extend up. Exhale, gaze comes down, left hand to hip. Step all the way back, warrior two. Straighten through your front leg. Shift forward, lower down, triangle pose. Bend through your front knee, side angle. Lower your left fingertips down, spin to the side of the mat. Lift your heart, exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up halfway. Spin toes to the front of your mat. Left palm plants, side angle pose. Straighten through your front leg, triangle. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Step all the way back up, tree pose. Exhale, release, Tadasana. Round down through your feet while your eyes closed. Just notice how you're feeling in your body. Notice the openness of your hips compared to where you started. Blink your eyes open and just come down to a comfortable seat. And if you have a strap or would like to use it, we're going to come into Gomukasana. So what that looks like, so you're going to bend through your left knee, have it straight in front, bend through your right knee, and you're going to stack on top, both feet flexed. This is a really big stretch for the outer hips. You can extend your bottom leg straight and just stack your right knee on top. You can also prop up hips with a blanket if you need to. I know I've been super tight in my outer hips, so this is something I need to work on today. Taking the strap in your right hand, so right knee on top, lift your right arm high, bend through your right elbow, and then using your left hand, just take a nice little gentle tug, stretching through your tricep. I said tug, that's not the right word, but a little pressure with your left hand. And then release your left hand, arm comes out to the side, flip your left thumb down, bend through your left elbow and reach around and grab for the strap. And then you can work your left hand up, just get a nice opening in the chest. You don't want to pull so much that it's, you're like hunched over and rounding down and all that. So think about drawing your shoulder blades together, opening up, letting your shoulder blades come down the back. 2 breaths here. I feel like this is one of those poses I've been avoiding. I'm so tight in all these areas, so it's probably the best time to do it is when you avoid things. And I'll feel good afterwards. My reward. All right, release both arms. Release your legs. Plant your feet on the ground. Little windshield wipers back and forth. Let's take it to the other side. So, right knee underneath, left knee on top, feet flexed. And you might have a nice gap here between your feet. You can take your blanket or something and block even and place it in there. Again, option to extend the bottom leg long. Notice what works for you today. Sitting with a long, tall spine, grounding down through your sits bones. Strap comes into your left hand. Left arm goes up. Bend through your left elbow. Right hand to left elbow. Give it a little nice gentle pressure just to begin to open up. You'll probably notice one side feels really different. That's fine. We're all a little asymmetrical. Release your right hand out to the side. Flip your right thumb down. Bend through your right elbow. Grab the strap. And just begin to work your right hand up. You might have the flexibility. You can catch fingers and don't need the strap. So that's really great if you can do the opening that way. But totally not necessary. If you don't have a strap, you can use really anything, sweatshirt, a tie, whatever, a belt. Just give me a nice little gentle pressure with the bottom hand opening up through your chest. One more breath. All right, release both hands, move your strap out of the way, unfurl your legs. Once again, palms plant behind, a little windshield wiper of the knees just to release your hips. Just about to the end of our 30 minutes. Let's do one more nice stretch, wide leg forward fold, and then we'll make our way onto our backs. I like to flex my feet. Great spot for a blanket under your hips to lift your hips here. And you can keep a little bend in your knees. No shame in that. I like to press my fingertips behind, lift my heart just for a moment. And then begin to walk your fingertips out in front of you, taking a nice gentle forward fold. You can even place a block, just depending on your flexibility, and place it under your forearms. You can place your forearms on the ground. Just let your breath begin to sink into the hamstrings, your inner thighs, your low back. Think about hinging from your hips, so not straining the low back in any way. Be here for a few breaths. Relaxing into the pose, not forcing anything. Maybe as you hold, you'll notice your elbows can come out a little further in front of you. Maybe lower a little bit further down, closer to the ground. Gentle, even breaths. Inhale, slowly begin to press back up. Grab your inner thighs, draw your feet together. Little butterfly real quick with the knees. And then let's lower down onto our back, setting up for Shavasana. Just a very brief Shavasana today. So drawing your shoulders underneath, palms face the sky. Extend your legs long towards the corners of your mat. And let your feet splay out to the side. Just take this next minute to notice the effects of your practice. Feeling the energy and prana move through your body. Releasing tension from the forehead, relaxing the jaw. Letting your tongue rest easy in the mouth. As you hold your Shavasana, coming back to your intention, what do you want to manifest for yourself? What feeling do you want to feel in your body and in your soul? Draw that into your heart center. Gently begin to make slow movements, wiggling fingers and toes. Gently bending through both knees, pausing for a moment. Just to be gentle on your low back, and then pulling your knees into your chest, rocking side to side, and coming onto one side for a moment, pausing and giving yourself some gratitude for showing up for you today. Gently press up to seated. Make your way into a comfortable seat. Draw hands to heart center, bow chin to chest. With so much gratitude for those who are joining me today. It's an honor to lead you in this practice. The light, the student, and the teacher in me honors the light, the student, and the teacher in each and every one of you. Drawing our thumb knuckles to the third eye, together we bow and say Namaste. Namaste. If you have any comments or questions, please send them to me. Love to hear from you. As always, these classes are free, but you can donate. My Venmo is at Melinda-Vankirk. And thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.